Good evening. It is an absolute honor to address all of you and to help commemorate this very special evening. I was told that earlier today we had over 800 students, and that is a very special thing just to pay tribute to. As you know, I'm the very proud superintendent of the Buckeye Elementary School District, and we have had the privilege of continuously serving this wonderful city since the early 1900s. Actually, that very first school, the appropriately named Buckeye Elementary School, is still there, meeting the needs of our children, as it has for decades. And if you ask me, I think we're doing a very good job at it. Our city is one blessed with a rich history of determined residents and committed citizens who take their dedication to their family, community, local institutions, and country seriously. It's a place that multiple generations call home, a place where its public schools are still named after its own homegrown citizens, and a place that has always brought out the best in those who live here. A place of honesty, integrity, and above all, resilience. Buckeye is a city that I have always been proud to serve and to be associated with. However, I've never felt that pride more strongly than I do today, as we gather to honor and celebrate those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the name of our nation and their communities. Actually, some of those names appear on this very memorial, who gave their lives not only in the name of our country, but to protect this very community. To them, Buckeye was the face of America, and Buckeye has always been worth fighting for. As a longtime leader in my district and someone committed to this city and all that it stands for, you can imagine how thrilled I was to have been asked to open this event. And by talking a little bit about what this memorial means to us, obviously I accepted the invitation without hesitation, and then it dawned on me, wow, now I actually have to deliver a speech about something of this magnitude. And what can I possibly say? What words could I find to communicate what I want to say? What words could possibly do the memorial and this event justice? After all, words are powerful things. In our schools, we spend a great deal of energy teaching our students the power of language and vocabulary, that words matter. And the more powerful the word, the more powerful the meaning. Language allows us to learn, to communicate ideas, to share our hopes and aspirations. It allows us to paint with words, portraits of the world we want to see. Words communicate love and anger, frustration and encouragement. And words serve as a tool for building our dreams. In our schools, our students learn that words have definitions. But really, I believe our words define us. And that brings me to this moment and to the meaning of this wall. As I searched for the words to share with you today, something struck me. Perhaps this speech is difficult because there really are no words. Not really. At least not ones that are up to the task. Maybe we don't have the words we need to convey what this wall actually means, what it stands for, the story that it tells. Of course, we have a litany of terms to choose from. For example, courage, sacrifice, and honor. These words are the first that come to my mind, and of course they ring true. However, as a public school advocate and a leader, I firmly believe that these words describe our own staff. Isn't it courageous to take in a child who's had every disadvantage and dare to believe that he or she can read? Isn't it a sacrifice to pursue a career where you question your own ability to financially provide for your own family? Isn't it honorable to give your community more than you actually take? Or, of course, it is, and I believe in recognizing this reality every day. Our teachers are all of these things. They're courageous, they're honorable, and they're willing to sacrifice. But that leaves me to ask what words are left for this memorial and these heroes. How can we ensure their story is told? How do we minimize How do we not minimize their courage, their sacrifice, and their honor? Because we don't have words that are as strong as they were. Courage, sacrifice, and honor. They only hint at the story of these heroes, the way a pre-dawn gray implies the bright glare of a midday Arizona sun. In my opinion, we need better words for what those brave men and women gave for us. Because to me, courage, sacrifice, and honor just aren't enough. Their vision of courage cost them their lives. Their vision of honor defended our freedom. And their version of sacrifice didn't just make it difficult to support their families, it took them from their families forever. How can we tell this story? I don't have the answer to that question, though I wish I did. So I can only deal with this challenge in my own way. And perhaps it's an issue that each of us too must deal with in our own personal way. For me, I carry their stories in my heart. Quite simply, I feel the story, the sacrifice, and the honor. I feel their courage rather than trying to define it, and I'm guessing that everyone here does as well. Maybe we don't need perfect words to describe these heroes and their tales. Standing in front of the wall, we can feel what happened. I feel what they gave us, and I feel what they sacrificed. I feel it when I read their names, and I'm awed by their number. I feel it when I shake hands with a veteran, and I feel it as I enjoy my freedoms to do and say what I please. And most of all, I feel it today. So I close with a plea for all of us. If we can't think of words to describe courage more than courage, honor more than honor, and sacrifice more than sacrifice, then let's remember that we failed to capture this moment in history. Let's remember that words by themselves are inadequate. That words can only help us if they are coupled with emotions and a sense of our past. That's what we're trying to teach our students in the Buckeye Elementary School District. Words alone fail to capture their stories, but we can capture them in our hearts, and we should continue to never let them go.